What is going on, everybody? DJ Minds here, and finally I got the KD Box 2. Now, quick disclaimer, I did pay for this in full. I ordered the non-Wi-Fi, and then maybe a week after they released the Wi-Fi, which was $345, I went ahead and also ordered one of those, so you'll also see a video on that, or maybe you won't. It's kind of the same thing. Let me know what you guys think of the banners I got right here. We got Max Voltage, Hawk, Chump Change, Hobbyist. We got me over here, and we got Red Panda, and then I got Flux and the Veteran Miner. And you know, I have some space for some more. If anybody wants to send me their banner, feel free. I got all these at Crypty. Feel free to check them out in the description below. But without further ado, you can see this is my KD Box 2. I'm not gonna do an unboxing. I think Rabid Mining already did a good job of showing you guys that, but this is pretty cool. And so for anybody who doesn't know, you're gonna wanna get a server, PSU. This cabling could be better, but I just wanted to get it up and running. And let's go over to the computer. Oh, real quick, it's actually a little bit bigger than the Doge Miner, which I think is not terrible, but it is significantly heavier. Now, as far as the sound, it's good. I've had no issues with the sound whatsoever. Honestly, I can barely hear it at all. It's producing some decent heat right now. We're running it on the 5 terahash. I believe it's 5 terahash at 400 watts or maybe 420. I got to look it up. We'll look up the specs in just a moment. But it also has a low usage or low wattage, however you want to say that, an efficient mode, which is also nice. So yeah, let's go check it out on the computer right now.
Now, as far as installation, I think it probably took me 2 minutes, maybe. And the only reason it took me 2, maybe even 3 minutes was simply because I had to get my address off of Zelcore. I am using Zelcore. That was the only thing that didn't get hacked out of all my addresses. My Exodus got hacked for $14,000, everything. Zelcore was never touched, so shout out to Zelcore for that one. But all I did was use advanced IP scanner on my main computer, and you can see right here, we're getting just shy of that 5 gigahash. They do advertise it at 5. I mean, it's kind of hard to say, right? Like, you're definitely getting a couple spikes that are close to that. I'm not really getting that. You're on the border. It's close enough. 4.9, of course. I'm sure some are going to be a little bit over, some are going to be a little bit under, but I am using F2 pool. How good is F2 pool? I don't know. I've just always used F2 pool. But on the 15-minute, we're getting 4 terahash, so a little bit lower than advertised. On the 24, which it hasn't even been close to 24 hours, I'm thinking it's been about 12 hours. So we're getting 2.5 terahash, but I don't know. In my experience, let me know how your experience is. F2 pool's always like this. Like, it takes a really long time. And again, you just refresh, it says 4.22 terahash. So I'm sure over time this will adjust. So not quite getting the results that I wanted or that is advertised, but hey, you never know. And if we come over to revenue, I don't believe I've got paid out that quickly. Estimated of 0.5946 Kadena so far in roughly 12 hours. So hey, you really can't beat that at the moment. Now, I do have big news for my channel. I got my first S19 XP 134 terahash. I got that over at Endless Mining. Not sponsored, no affiliation or anything, but it cost about $4,700 all in. That includes shipping. The shipping was quote unquote free. That was tariffs. I didn't pay tariffs or anything. They did all that. So $4,700, and I'm going to show you that as well. This is awesome, man, because I do have a koi miner that was running, but it doesn't make sense for me to run it. And I am getting this thing hosted. So I should be getting 134. So you can see on the 24 hour right there, I'm getting 136 terahash. On the 15-minute, 118. Same thing here, guys. You know how it is when you're using F2 pool or really, I don't know, any ASIC. It just goes up and down so much. So back to Kadena, I think it's a pretty cool project. Admittedly, I don't know that much about it. I have been working on getting an interview with them. They have replied to me. I'm just trying to figure it all out, and hopefully they really want to go through with it. That'd be awesome, because I can't find any information on Kadena besides like their website, which is cool, but I think a podcast or some kind of interview format would be really nice. But as far as the ASICs, here's the one thing I want to warn everyone about, right? We're going to get into the pros and cons in just a second. The one thing that I think is really tough about Kadena is there's always a new one coming out, right? So you'll get the KD Max, or you'll get the KD Box, and you get excited, or you get like, I don't know, I think it's K5, KD5, whatever it is, right? And you get the best of the best. And then it seems like with Kadena in particular over other altcoins is they'll have a new one in like 3 months. Sometimes it's just 2 months or 4 months or whatever it is, right? So you get the newest, greatest one, and then all of a sudden they just kind of shit on you as a project. So that hurts, man. I wish there weren't so many coming out so quickly. I really like the script miners like Dogecoin, or you know, it also has Litecoin, which is the L7, because to this day, it's been over a year, they're still the king. If you bought the L7, would I buy it right now? I feel like it's a little bit too late to do it, but hey, you do you. But you know, you had a year of being on top. Do you really think that the KA3 will be the best of the best? The 166 terahash version will be the greatest Kadena? I don't think so. I'm just assuming here, a calculated guess based on their performance. In the next 3 to 6 months, there'll be a way better one. And that's one thing that's alarming, right? This KD Box 2 came out. And by the way, this only cost $325 shipped, in case I didn't mention that, which I personally think is a steal of a deal. You know, I'm not going to go out and spend 8 to 10K for a KA3. Would I love to? Absolutely. But knowing in the back of my mind, you know, it says I'm getting $60 a day. Like if we go look at that right now, you can see here it's saying the KA3 gets about $47 a day. That's on 10 cent kilowatt. That's what my Bitcoin miner is being hosted at, the rate of 10 cents. Not the greatest. It's okay. It definitely could get better with like 7 or 6 cents, but I just wanted to get it up and running and found somebody that I do trust. So that was cool. Now I tried to look for the KD Box 2. I actually don't see it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. At 10 cents kilowatt, you're losing about $4 away a day, and I'm at 17. So obviously I'm losing a decent bit more than they would be losing at 10 cents. But you can see here, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. It's a little bit better. It's actually a lot better. This is 1.6 terahash at 205 watts. On low power mode, we get what, 2.4, 2.5 at a little bit more watts. But like I said, I'm going with the 5 terahash, or so they say, 5 terahash at around 400 to 420 watts. My thinking is when the KA3s come out, like, it's going to kill profitability, and hopefully it doesn't straight on kill everybody's profitability. I know there's a lot of people who bought, like, I think it was the first KD box for 700. I've seen people saying they paid anywhere from 6 to 8, and then they're like, what the heck, man, these come out at 325. I could get 2 of those and it'd still be cheaper and it's better. So again, you know, there's a lot of risk when you are buying these Kadena miners, and I feel like $325, it's definitely on like the lower end of risk. Either Goldshell has something that they're going to push out for a lot more, or they just understand, dude, it's a bear market, right? Now, where I think that this miner shines at $325 is the potential to resell it. Are you going to resell it right now? I mean, that'd be kind of stupid too. It does seem like a lot of people are reselling these. A lot of companies are reselling these for anywhere from 500 to 700. I don't know who would buy that when you could just buy it from Goldshell, but whatever, right? Where I think it's going to really shine is mining with it now, especially before the KA3s come out, because they said it'd be December. December came. Now it's January. They're talking about February. You know, will they come out soon? Maybe. Definitely you want to mine with it as quickly as you can. Get these things online as fast as you can to get those larger amounts of Kadena. But I think it's going to shine more in the bull run. Like, I just want to run with this, or just let this bad boy mine for maybe a year, maybe a year and a half, whenever that full-on bull run is, and then I'm just going to sell these. Now, the same thing with Doge Miner, right? You can get these Doge miners for like $250, $300, maybe used. I haven't really checked Goldshell as much. If you guys remember the Vosk miner, those things were going for upwards of $1,000 simply because it had Vosk on the side, and it was a Doge miner. So I think the same kind of thing will happen here. I think $325, I'm going to mine with it. Maybe I'll break even, maybe I won't, or even get a piece of that, but then I'll just flip it for like 6, 7, probably won't get $800 out of it during the next bull run. And I think that's where it's going to shine. So like I said, I bought 2 of them. I bought the Wi-Fi and the Ethernet. I'm going to mine with both of them as much as I can. And then the bull market comes, I'm going to dump them. And I'm sure by then the next ASIC will come. And I think that's what I'm noticing, right? I'm sure this is kind of obvious to a lot of people, but with these ASICs, they're temporary, right? GPUs, you keep it. You're like, oh, I'm going to mine with this through this cycle and the bear cycle and the next bull cycle. I'm not really thinking like that with these ASICs. These ASICs, I'm like, yo, I'm going to use this for 6 months to a year, maybe a little bit more depending on profitability, sell it at the peak, and then wait for the newer miners to come in, and hopefully that benefits me, and hopefully I can just keep doing that. That's kind of my strategy. So let me know what your strategy is. Are you interested in the KD Box 2 or any Kadena miner or any ASIC, or are you just purely GPU? If you did make it to this part of the video, what are we going to do today? We're going to do hashtag BTC. Hashtag BTC right there for this BTC coin. Do something like that. I'll take your comment more seriously. If you like this video, please do like it. Consider subscribing. We're trying to get back over 11,000. We keep kind of like going back and forth because some people are subbing, unsubbing. So we'll get there eventually. Join the Discord. Check me out on Twitter, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. DJ Minds signing out.